Hey guys, Brandon here at the Star Wars Room. So, finally doing it. First live stream. This is going to be my first live stream. Uh, I'm going to be doing a watch party for the Book of Boba Fett. I have never done one of these live streams before, so bear with me on it. Camera quality is not that good right now. I'm having to use my laptop because my channel is not up to code with YouTube's mobile stream. So, with that being said, forgive me for the horrible pictures on here. So, we're waiting right now for the Book of Boba Fett to officially drop on Disney Plus. It's supposed to be dropping within the next hour. So, we're hoping that it does hurry up. I'm ready for it to actually drop. And right now, so far, there's really nothing new on Disney Plus right now. We are currently waiting for the new Mandalorian season 3 to be announced. Waiting for that. I think they finished production. Let me know. I could be wrong. I think they finished production on, or not production, but filming for the new Mandalorian season. I'm not 100% sure about it. I'm a little bit late. I'm actually 8 minutes late starting the live stream. I know I posted over in the Facebook group that I was going to start it at 1 a.m. But I had some technical difficulties. The internet's slow here. It's been raining all day here, and so internet is constantly slow right now for me. But right now, I'm just waiting for the new episode of Book of Boba Fett, episode 1, to officially drop on Disney Plus. Hopefully, it's not going to take very much longer for it to drop. I'm watching it. I'm having to watch it on my phone because internet problems and everything. My actual Wi-Fi is out right now because of all the rain, and so I'm having to use mobile hotspot on my cell phone. And so right now we're just kind of waiting. So, chat, tell me what are you all hoping to see in this new episode of Book of Boba Fett? What are you all hoping to be able to find out from this new series? Because Boba Fett, he is one of the most popular characters. He is, I think I saw a poll done, and he is like the third or fourth most popular Star Wars character. And for somebody who barely had any dialogue in 2 movies, and really he didn't have all that much screen time either, to become such an icon for Star Wars now that he is now getting his own Disney Plus series. He's been featured in a few episodes of The Mandalorian. And I think really that's how Disney planned on getting a feel for how Star Wars fans would react to Boba Fett returning is putting him in The Mandalorian season 2, just seeing how fans would react to Boba Fett actually coming back. And so many people, I've seen so many reactions, even myself was like epically surprised on seeing him come back. And now, from then to this point now, of where we're really kind of patiently waiting on the new series to officially drop of Boba Fett. And actually waiting for this long for the new series to come out, waiting for all the new content, everything about Boba Fett. Jake Killa 2.0, it's supposed to be dropping at 2 a.m. Central Time. I'm not sure what time it is there, but within the next 47 minutes is when it's supposed to be dropping. That's been the word from Disney Plus. So that's the hopes, at least. Okay, it's 2:12 for you. Okay, so yeah, within the next 47 minutes, it's supposed to be dropping. That was the word from Disney Plus. So I'm I'm hoping they're going to stick to that time frame and actually release it then. So, what is everybody hoping to see in this new series, especially from Boba Fett himself? I know I've heard a lot of people, including myself, say that we want to see how Boba Fett managed to escape the Sarlacc pit. I really think that they will go with that. I think that they will. It. I don't think that they'll go in great detail about how he escaped the Sarlacc pit, but I think that they will at least give us some detail on how he escaped it. Now, if they go with the Legends version where Dangar saved him, then that would be great because that I went back and I read the book, or actually all three books from the Bounty Hunter series, and that was really great storyline for Boba Fett. I mean, I know that they won't, that this new series will not be exactly like those books. Because just from the trailer, we've done gathered that Boba is trying to take over the underworld in the galaxy, that he's trying to be top dog of the crime syndicates. He's trying to basically be in the same position that Jabba was. Now the question is, you know, what all enemies is he going to have to deal with? You know, who all is going to stand in his way of getting to that point? There's been so many theories and rumors, And there is one working theory too that we are going to see Din Djarin. If not in tonight's episode, at some point we're going to see Din Djarin, because if you watch that teaser trailer for Book of Boba Fett, the very first person that starts to talk after Boba, it sounds just like Din Djarin. Now, a lot of people saying it's not. It's a translator for the Ithorian, who is in. He's like 30 seconds into the trailer. But if you just rewatch it multiple times, you can really see that that is Din Djarin's voice. And but the main questions is, okay, if we do see Din Djarin, what's his role going to be in this story? What is he going to have to do in the Book of Boba Fett? Will they be teaming up? Will it be like a flashback sequence of something? What will his role be in this storyline? And with that too, it's okay. Will we see Grogu? Or will we see like Moff Gideon? Will we see any other people from Mandalorian in Book of Boba Fett? And I went through and I've seen a bunch of the videos and read some of the theories about the new episode. And a while back, in an interview, Samuel L. Jackson said that we all know that Jedi can fall from great heights and still be okay. So a lot of people, they're still the huge debacle is Mace Windu still alive, and a lot of people are going through and they're like having these theories of, okay, Boba Fett has the biggest grudge against one certain Jedi, and that's Mace Windu. So a lot of people are thinking, well, maybe we'll see Mace Windu in it. I personally don't know. I doubt that we will see Mace Windu in it. I think that some of the big name characters that we will see in this show will be like Cad Bane. I think somebody has told me that it has been confirmed that Cad Bane will be in it, but you got to take that with a grain of salt. There's been so many rumors circulating. Uh, yes, I would love to see Cad Bane and Boba Fett, because they're big rivals. I would love to see Dengar in the Book of Boba Fett. I would love to see Bosk. And a lot of people are thinking that in that trailer you can see a lot of the species that Bosk is. I cannot remember what they're called right now. Anyway, they're thinking that there is one of them sitting at the table with Boba and Fennec and the other crime lords. And I even looked into it. And one of them does look almost identical to Bosk from the age progression. And he does look a lot like Bosk. So I'm hoping that they will put Bosk in here somewhere, because from the comics and the books and everything, we know that Bosk and Boba, they kind of had a love-hate relationship. So will Bosk be in there? I don't know. Sorry, my dog just came in. But will Bosk be in Book of Boba Fett? We don't know. We're hoping so. And there's a bunch of big names that we're hoping to see. We're really hoping to see, especially me, I'm hoping to see like references to Jango Fett, Boba Fett's father. I'm hoping to see more on Boba's history. Like I want to see more of what Boba Fett did between the time of when we saw him in the Clone Wars animated series up until when we first saw him in Empire Strikes Back. I would like to, at least get some flashback sequences that shows okay, he went from this teenager in the Clone Wars to the galaxy's top bounty hunter. I want to see, at least some of his progression, what made him in that time frame, what made him become the galaxy's top bounty hunter. What what all did he do? Like what all bounties did he take? Because it's Boba Fett. We know that he took on the biggest bounties that was out there. And so that's some of the main stuff that I would personally like to see. But I mean, tell me in chat, what do you all want to see from Book of Boba Fett? Because it's supposed to be dropping in 37 minutes. Is when the episode is supposed to finally premiere on Disney Plus. For me, I think that, of course, now it has been confirmed that all of the trailers that we've got from that very first teaser trailer up until now, all the trailers that we have got was was just scenes cut from the first half of episode one. And if that's the case, we're looking at an epic first episode series premiere. Because if we piece together all of those scenes that we've seen in all these trailers, like it looks like it's going to be just an epic series. Like I think with this, if Disney hasn't led us wrong on these, I think that they really will knock it out of the park with this. I'm really hoping that they do because Boba Fett is a huge name in Star Wars. I mean, there is more people that can tell you who who Boba Fett is as to opposed to like Anakin Skywalker. There's people that has never seen Star Wars, but they know who Boba Fett is. They know that he's a bounty hunter, and he's such a big name for the Star Wars universe that I really hope that really what I hope they do for him, I hope that they don't do him like they did with Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi. I really hope that they don't do that with him. I'm wanting to see. I'm wanting to see a lot more story progression from Boba Fett because I mean, yeah, we did not get much from him at all in the two movies that he was in, Empire and Return of the Jedi. We didn't see much of him. We didn't hear much at all. But with this and Tamora Morrison, personally, I mean, he makes Boba Fett. Like, from his movements to the way he delivers his lines, he he just makes Boba Fett. Now, I'm not in no way, shape, or form saying any disrespect to the original Boba Fett. Uh, I know we lost him not too long ago, and he was a heck of an actor too, and he was the OG Boba Fett. What I'm saying is Tamora Morrison, he was Jango Fett, and knowing that Boba Fett is the clone of Jango Fett, it really makes it a whole lot better because with the same actor and the same voice of Jango Fett is now Boba Fett, and it really ties it in great together. And I really think that if they if they didn't do to Boba Fett what they did to Luke Skywalker, I really think that Disney will knock it clear out of the park with Book of Boba Fett. And I mean, it's such an epic trailer. It really is. And there's been a lot of people say that, you know, they think that this is Disney's way of coming back from everything that happened between The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, and now the trailer for this new Star Wars themed hotel. Uh, so many people say that that was the biggest flop, and really, truthfully, I think personally that hotel itself, I think it'll be fun to an extent, but they shouldn't have. I think there's been a lot of missed opportunities as far as that hotels goes, and I think that there's been a lot of Disney misleading them because we was told that, hey, there's these new lightsabers, they're fully retractable, you know, they called it the real lightsaber. And now we find out that you can't purchase them. You're not even allowed to touch them. That only the actors and the staff are allowed to even remotely touch them. So, but as far as that goes, I think that was a huge missed opportunity. But with this, I think that this is going to be a great series. And honestly, I think within the past 2 months, I think Disney, well, not just Disney, but Lucasfilm itself has really stepped up its game. between the Book of Boba Fett trailers that we've got, and let me know, guys. Let me know in the chat. Has all of y'all seen the trailer for the new Star Wars Eclipse game? Has everybody seen that? Yeah, because I watched it, and I watched some reaction videos on it too, and that trailer, I am really hoping that that trailer is just the tip of the iceberg on what we're going to get from that game. I'm really hoping that they're just not hyping it up and then we get just this little short game. I'm really hoping that we're going to get an extremely epic game with Eclipse. Now, as far as that goes, I think, me personally, I don't think that Star Wars Eclipse is going to be released until sometime. I, I really don't think it's going to be released next year, by this time next year. I think that it's going to be at least 2024. Between 2023 and 2024, I think it'll be released sometime around now. But you can even read in the description of the from the YouTube video, it says it's in early development. If that is early development for what this game is and what it's going to be, if they actually stick with everything that we saw in that trailer, and if that's early development of what that game's going to be, this will be, personally, to me, I think that this will be the biggest Star Wars game that has ever been created to date. I think that that will be the best Star Wars game, hands down. But that is if they stick with everything that they're going with. If they stick with what they're saying in that what they're showing in that trailer, and if they stick with the story and the details, if they stick with that, and this is only early development, that's going to be the biggest game. Star Wars Eclipse will be the biggest and best Star Wars game ever. But that is if they stay with everything that they're going with right now from that trailer. Because that trailer got so many Star Wars fans hyped. Like, I mean, I've even seen so many Star Wars fans get like 1,000 times more hyped at that trailer than I did when they saw Book of Boba Fett, the first trailer of it. And I personally think that it will be a great game. If they stick with it, I think that I wholeheartedly believe that it will put Jedi Fallen Order in the shade. But if they stick with where they're going. But yeah, so far, 2021, it has been a good year for Star Wars. With the Book of Boba Fett now getting ready to drop in 24 minutes. And with the new Eclipse trailer, and so much Star Wars lore coming out in this past year that it's been a great year. And I think that next year is going to be even better. I know that it's they're saying that I think that the next Star Wars game to be released is going to be I think it's going to be, yeah, Emma on Fire. Yeah, it's, well, now it's 23 minutes until it's supposed to drop. That was the word from Disney that it was supposed to drop at 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. And that's the hopes that they're going to keep that time. And like right now, I've got Disney Plus pulled up right now, and I'm waiting for it to start to come on. Andrew says, "Let's go." Yeah, I'm definitely ready for it. This has been the biggest hyped Star Wars for a while now. Like we have not had something that's been this hyped Star Wars wise in a while now. Believe me, when I first saw him appear in Mandalorian, now I think it. There's a lot of rumors, Andrew, that Cad Bane will be. Yeah, I can never spell it right either. But there has been a lot of rumors that Cad Bane will be in this series. They're they're speculating Imbo will be on it. Uh, I don't know, but there's the two biggest bounty hunter names that I've heard so far that they're really thinking will be in this will be Cad Bane and Bosk. And a lot of people are thinking that Dengar will be in it because of the bounty hunter books that are legends now, where Bosk saved Boba Fett. But that has not it's not been confirmed or denied if Dengar will be in it, but I would love to see Dengar on it. Yeah, I heard the Han Solo rumor as well. I heard that, and I also heard that they are. Um, I read on Facebook. Yeah, me too. They said that they're going to have Harris. That they had Harrison Ford come in and actually play Han Solo, but they did with him that face over. I can't remember what they called it, but they're going to do to him exactly like they did to Mark Hamill when he did his cameo. Yeah, I heard that they did the same thing like they did in the Mandalorian season finale. Yeah, CGI. Yeah, they called it something facial reconstruction, something like that. It's a form of CGI to where they make them look like their younger selves. But I can't remember what it's called. But they said that they did that to Harrison Ford. Yeah, de aging. Yeah, they said that they did that with Harrison Ford, and I'm really wondering if they do have Han Solo in here. Who put a bounty out for him now since Jabba's dead now? Who would have put it out? That's all. That's been my thing since I read that. Who put the bounty out for him? Because I was kind of wondering with everything that we saw so far in the the Reign of Crimson Dawn comics. I kind of wonder if they didn't like put a bounty out. I mean, like Crimson Dawn themselves, if they didn't put a bounty out for Han Solo. But now I saw something uh, a couple days ago. Maybe it's not a bounty in English. Now that's possible too. I wholeheartedly believe that Kira will be at least mentioned in the book of Boba Fett, that she took over Crimson Dawn after Maul died. I really believe that she will be at least mentioned, if not seen. I also I read something too. I don't know. Yeah. Let me ask y'all. Did y'all see something? Uh, y'all has every one of you all heard at least heard of that game? Yeah, I think so too. Has everybody heard of that game, Masters of Terrascasi? It was an old game. It was released. I think it was released in the late '90s, in the extreme late '90s. Uh, yeah, it's an old fighting game. It's an old Star Wars themed fighting game. Um, a channel, a YouTube channel, Bombastic did a video on it. Uh, he went over it all. Uh, there's a main character in it. Her name is Arden Lynn, and she was supposedly a master at the fighting style Terrascasi. And Terrascasi, you'll hear Kira actually mention in Solo: A Star Wars Story, and they're saying because she was the storyline of. Okay, Andrew. They said that in the storyline for Masters of Terrascasi, it was the Emperor himself hired Arden Lynn to fight key members of the Rebel Alliance and to take them out. I don't. That game was a huge flop, mainly because of the fighting and the storyline to it. But uh, the main character from that game, Arden Lynn, is now being said that she is going to be that she's going to be in the book of Boba Fett. And I kind of wonder that myself because they're taking they're taking one of the main characters from an old Star Wars game from back in the '90s and making her at least a, I don't want to say a main character, but at least making her canon and making her a character into the book of Boba Fett. I, I just don't. I don't know. I don't see them recanonizing Arden Lynn, especially from how poorly that Masters of Terraskasi did. I just don't know. But that was the last rumor that was said because that just came out. I think it was on Sunday when that rumor was dropped that Arden Lynn will be in Book of Boba Fett. But now we've heard a lot of rumors being circulated about it. So we'll just have to wait and see. And so, guys, we've got 13 minutes left. If Disney Plus sticks to the actual time, we've got 13 minutes left. And so, as soon as the series pops up onto Disney Plus, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait. I'm going to give everybody time to get to the play screen for it, and then I'm going to give like a countdown of 3, 2, 1, and then so that way everybody can hit play all at the same time. So that way we can all be able to watch it at the same time. And as soon as it finally drops, I'm going to do that. And then we're going to go from there and watch it and be able to react to it together. And so far it's not up yet. Now, when we start, I'm going to tell everybody when we're starting because YouTube laws, I cannot physically put the show itself up on screen because of copyright laws. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell everybody when to start. I'm going to tell people, okay, it's up. Go on ahead and go to the play menu, and then we'll do a countdown to start. And then I'm going to be watching it on a separate screen. And you all won't be able to hear it because I'm going to have my headphones in because even sound is, if YouTube even hears a hint of sound in it, that copyright me. So, but I'm going to do that. And we'll watch the show together. And I'll still be checking. I'll be glancing at live chat. So y'all can message me on there anytime. Feel free to send messages through live chat. I'm going to still be, and you can even talk to each other on live chat, whatever y'all want to do. I want to be watching that after the episode is over with. We'll talk more about it, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm hoping that this is going to be knocked out of the park with Disney. I really think that it will be. I don't think that they will butcher Boba Fett's story the way that they did Luke Skywalker's. I really don't think so. And I've got to get my headphones out. But I don't think that they will butcher Luke Skywalker, or not Luke Skywalker's, Boba Fett stories the way that they did Luke Skywalker. Really, I hope that they don't. Because, I mean, I don't, honestly, I don't know how Disney would recover from that if they butchered Boba Fett's story the same way that they did with Luke Skywalker. Because, yeah, I'm one of a few people that did like the sequel trilogy movies. I did like them, but there was things about them I didn't like. I didn't like how they did Luke Skywalker. Nobody did. You go from all of the legends, continuity, everything that Luke did. You know, helping defeat the Yuuzhan Vong. You know, stopping a black hole using the Force. Come on, people. You know, defeating a younger clone of Palpatine, doing all this stuff, killing Abeloth. She was like a Force goddess. Like, Abeloth, put it like this, how powerful Abeloth was. Abeloth made Emperor Palpatine Darth Sidious look like a freaking youngling. That is how powerful the Abeloth was. Uh, if you want to know more about her, I recommend going and checking out. Uh, you want a short version of everything? Uh, my friend Star Wars Theory has a video about her going over everything. And if you want to go into a more in-depth dive of everything about her and all the events that she caused and everything, I highly recommend going and reading the the Legends books, Star Wars Fate of the Jedi. There's several books in that theory or in that series, but she does not in like I think it's books 1 through 6, she's only mentioned. She does not actually, you know, become real or actually reveal herself until after those books. And I mean, it's it's like the most amazing stuff that you will read the power that she has. So, guys, we've got 5 minutes. I'm really hoping that Disney does stick to that time and releases it in 5 minutes, because if they don't, I don't know what time that they'll be releasing it then. And okay, so I've got my Disney Plus pulled up on a separate screen. So, really quick, while we're waiting, what else are you guys hoping to see in Book of Boba Fett? There is rumors that some people think that Boba and Fennec Shan have something going on with Something kind of going on there. Me personally, I think it's just Fennec Chandler paying a life debt owed to Boba for him, essentially saving her life on Tatooine after what happened in The Mandalorian season 2. So I really think that's what's happened. I don't think there's any actual connection going on there, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, a lot of people are speculating that aside from that we'll see Grogu in the series too. I personally don't think we'll see Grogu because Grogu is off with Luke Skywalker. But now I did happen to hear something being mentioned that on some of the really extremely limited merch that was created, and this is so limited it was just only given to key members of production team, and that merch had Grogu on it. Now, if that's true, there's no hard confirmation about that yet. I heard it in a Star Wars discussion here on YouTube, but there's no concrete evidence. They even say it too. There's no concrete evidence that says yes, Grogu was on that merch. And if he was, does that mean that he will be in the book of Boba Fett? It's so hard to know because without being able to physically see that merch that supposedly had Grogu on it, it's like, well, if he is on it, I wouldn't think that Disney would produce Book of Boba Fett merch with Grogu on it and him not be in this series. But then again, he's with Luke Skywalker at this time. So what's he doing? Why would he be in Book of Boba Fett? So that's the main question with that. Apart from, is it legit? Is he really going to be in Book of Boba Fett? And there's some people speculating that Grogu will be in it and he's going to be with Luke Skywalker. Now, that is a possibility. If he is, then who knows what it will be all about. I think that there's more of a possibility of him and Luke Skywalker being in Mando season 3 than I do Book of Boba Fett. So, guys, we've got 1 minute left. So, really fast, I'm going to go and grab my charger, and I'll be right back. now. So it is right now 2 a.m. So let me go on ahead and refresh my Disney Plus, and let's see if it's on. Yes, it okay. Now, guys, episode 1 has finally dropped. It just now dropped at 2 a.m. So right now it is exactly 2:01. I'm gonna give everybody 3 minutes. So at 2:04 a.m. my time, Central Time, I'm going to hit the play button. I'm going to give everybody time. I'm going to give everybody till 2:05. So 3 minutes. Everybody hit the play. Everybody hit the button. Get to the play screen. And at 2:05, I'm going to give a 3, 2, 1 countdown. And we're going to watch this together. And chat, let me know when you have it all pulled up too. That way I'll know when everybody has it all together. Guys, really quick, I'm also going to be sharing this live stream onto the Star Wars Room Facebook group. Let's see. So, guys, if you want to just hang out, talk to each other for a minute while I am in the process of doing this, then we will get ready to start with Book of Boba Fett. Make sure that is shared. Okay, yeah, it did. So, okay, guys, it is officially 2:05 now. So, I'm going to give everybody 1 more minute to get to their pages, their play pages, and we're going to start this. And just a quick mention, guys, too. This week, I'm going to be dropping a new video on this server. the saber right here. This is on loan to me right now from my girlfriend. So, guys, in that video, link her in the comments because that saber is on loan to me for that video. She was nice enough to let me keep it for a little bit and do a review on it. So, okay, guys, I'm going to go on ahead. Everybody at their pages now, at their play pages. All right. And really quick, this is what the description says. No longer just a hired gun. Boba Fett reinvents himself on Tatooine alongside Fennec Shand. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead. We're going to hit the play button in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that looks awesome. Jabba's palace. Oh my god. Wow. Guys, we've not seen Jabba's palace since Return of the Jedi. Okay. For whoever just started joining, we just hit play. What is that? That's Boba. But what's he? Is that Bacta he's in? This must be the generation chamber that we was talking about. Oh my god, Camino. He's having a dream. Oh my god. Geonosis. Oh my god. That's from Attack of the Clones. He's having flashbacks. Oh my god. He's in the Sarlacc. So it's going to show how he got out. He really blew it up. That's it. That's how he lost his armor. Yeah. So what is this? They took him. The Book of Boba Fett. A stranger in strange land. traitor. Max Rebo. is that? Huh. Oh no. Wow. Wow. Guys, that was an extremely epic series premiere. And so, what was said the about the trailers, about them being just the first half of the first episode, was wrong. Apparently, we're going to get a bunch more than what we just expected, than what we originally had initially expected. That was epic. That right there, I don't. I think that might have topped the series premiere for Mandalorian. That was epic. And at the end, when they was back at the Tusken Raiders camp, to me it almost seemed like that little Tusken Raider was taking credit for having killed that thing. Guys, let me know in the chat and in the comments. What do you know what that thing is? What was that came out of the sand and attacked them? That I had never seen anything like that. As far as I can remember, that was extremely epic. That right there was one, if not the best series premiere I'd ever seen, especially for Star Wars. That right there, that competes up there with the Mando series premiere. And I love the similarities of Book of Boba Fett with Mando, the way they designed the show. I love how in the beginning you get little tidbits of it before it actually cuts to the title of the show. And then at the end, when they're running the end credits, it shows the concept art, same as Mando. I love that. That's epic. And the way that they designed the show, it makes you want more. Same with Mando, like this right here. I mean, there's so much to talk about with it. Like, my biggest question is, what was that thing that attacked Boba Fett and the Tusken Raider? What was that thing? Because from the way I saw, it had 4 legs, and I know it had 4 arms. And the way that all of the Tusken Raiders reacted to seeing its head being brought back to them, whatever that is, it had to have been, it clearly had to have been a huge problem for that village, the same way that in Mando, the Crate Dragon was the huge problem for that Tusken Raiders village. Apparently, whatever that was had to have been a huge problem for that village as well. But what was that? That's the main thing. What was that thing? I had never seen anything like that at all. So I'm definitely going to have to do a deep lore dive tonight to find out what that thing was. because clearly it was a big problem for that Tuscan village by the way that they reacted when they saw that it had been killed. And I loved the way that that chief reacted. Like he just looked, he just kind of sat there and stared at the kid who was acting like he did it himself, and he just hands that shell of water to Boba. Like, here, I know you did that. I know we didn't do it. Just like, here, I know you did it. You deserve this. And I loved that part about that too. It was like that Tuscan chieftain knew. He was like, here, you did it. I know he's full of it. So, but yeah, so that's how Boba Fett lost his armor, was right after he escaped from the Sarlacc pit, right after he passed out. Jaws took it and then knocked him unconscious. And something tells me that those are the same Jaws that Din Djarin took out. That took his stuff, that took part the Razor Crest. Something tells me that those are the same Jawas. I really have that feeling, just that gut feeling that those are the same Jawas that took part the Razor Crest that Din Djarin just took out. But guys, that was epic. And I cannot wait to watch more. It sucks that we're going to have to wait before we can see any more. And why does Boba need that Bacta pod? It's almost like anytime he gets into any physical altercation or has to have anything physical that happens, he has to have that Bacta pod. That's the way it seems. So what happened in that time where he has to have that Bacta pod? Because we all know that when he was in the Mandalorian, he didn't have the Bacta pod. He had no way of doing anything like that, as far as we know, unless he had some kind of thing to do with Bacta on Slave One. But I'm looking up now to see when we are to expect the next episode. Because I'm really hoping we're not going to have to wait too awful long. So January the 5th. So guys, in exactly 1 week. Let me check my math and make sure, but I'm thinking it's exactly in 1 week. Yes. So exactly in 1 week we get episode 2. So guys, that was epic. I had a lot of fun doing this and being able to talk with you guys about this. I love talking Star Wars with you all. It really is a lot of fun for me, and I really appreciate it all. So guys, I'm going to do another watch party on January the 5th for episode 2. Let me know, guys, if you all like these watch parties. for Book of Boba Fett series. Let me know if you like these. I'm gonna keep doing these because these are a lot of fun for me. Next time, I'm probably gonna start it at about an hour before time. And now that we know the time that it's going to drop, I'm gonna start doing these. Started about an hour before each episode. That way we can talk, kind of get our theories. You know, kind of see what we're hoping to get from each episode. Because guys, this has been a lot of fun. My first live stream, my first ever watch party, and it was fun. My first ever live stream was my first watch party, and for it being such an epic show, I, I think that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau really knocked this one out of the park. I think they hit a grand slam with this. I think that we are going to get so much more out of these next episodes. And I really believe that we're just going to keep getting more and more and more and more and more Easter eggs. And we're going to get a bunch more cameos. And guys, there's so many parts about this show that was so good. Like, I love the humor between Fennec and Boba. And like, what did you guys think about the mayor's assistant? Essentially, is what he was. No, showing up with no gifts and then sitting there actually expecting a gift in return. And then basically, Fennec basically saying, you get the gift of being able to return to the mayor without basically being beat. That was a good one. There was so many good parts of that show. I didn't find one single gripe about that show. And then, guys, when we first saw the Demorian guards back in the original trilogy, you didn't think they'd be able to fight like that. But them guys, they can flat out throw down from the way they took on those people. And that's another thing. Who was that group that attacked Boba and Fennec? Who was them? Who was that group that Tusken Raider took Boba and the other one to go to basically show them, these people are doing this, but why? Who was those people, and why did that Tusken Raider take Boba and the other one to go and see that? What was that point? Was he like showing this is one thing we're having to deal with now? Who was that? I mean, who was those people? Why did that Tusken Raider take them to show them that? Why? There's so many questions that we have now, and I really feel that we're going to get answers for all these questions. I don't think that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, they are not the type of people to make something that's going to bring up a lot of questions and then leave it unanswered. So I really believe that we're going to get answers to all of this. And I really believe that it's just going to get more and more epic as we go on through this season. I'm really and truthfully hoping that we get a season 2. As good as that first episode was, I don't think that we're not going to get a season two. I really wholeheartedly believe we're going to get a season two. I even think that we might get a season three. I I just don't see us not getting the season two because this one wasn't told to be a limited series like the Kenobi series. Which, guys, we are going to do a watch party on Kenobi series, and let me know, guys. Do you want to do watch parties for every one of these new series that comes out? Let me know. Because I'm really thinking about doing it because this was a lot of fun tonight, guys. I had so much fun. And being able to watch the series premiere with Book of Boba Fett with you guys and being able to talk to you about it all. It was a lot of fun. I had a blast. So let me know what you guys think. So with that, I think I'm going to go ahead in the stream. Um, it's getting extremely late now, and I still have to do some finishing work on my next video, which is going to be of that lightsaber that I showed you all in the beginning of the stream. Uh, I'm hoping to have that up before this weekend. So, guys, let me know if you want to continue to do more watch parties because I had a lot of fun. If you do, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe because I'm going to have more of these and I'm going to have more videos coming out. I'm going to try and post videos at least once a week now. I'm also going to do these live streams once a week for every episode of Book of Boba Fett. But guys, let me know because I'm really thinking about doing more live streams for watch parties for the other series that we've got coming out. And I love talking to you guys. It's a lot of fun. I love when the Star Wars community can get together and be able to talk to each other like this. So, guys, in the meantime, have a nice day. And I'll catch you in the next one. And remember, the Force will be with you.